Will Max Holloway reclaim his featherweight title, or will Ilia Topuria get it done? See who fighters are picking in the latest edition of MMA Pros Pick.
Holloway. Blessed Express.
Gosh, you never can count out Max Holloway. Ilia Topuria is so confident. He's so tight with his boxing. He's so good at getting inside. Max Holloway, he's there to be hit. He does get hit, and he's able to weather those shots. After that fight with Justin Gaethje, I swear I'd never count out Max Holloway, so I'm picking Max Holloway to win.
Got to go with Max, man. Always.
I got Ilia winning that one, but I think it's going to be a war.
Max is gonna win that shit. Max is gonna win that shit for sure.
I got Max Holloway in that fight, man, for sure. Like, I feel like his volume and his nonstop, motion and everything is gonna probably drag Topuria into some deep waters and get him tired, not throw some power punches. I know they're gonna, for the first round for sure, because it's a 5-round fight, they're gonna try to keep it leveled and test out Max Holloway, eat his angles, eat his shots, just like they did with Volkanovski, and then the second round pull the trigger. But I feel like if Max Holloway keeps the volume up, man, he's gonna be unstoppable like he did against Gaethje.
Man, I'm gonna go with Max. But man, I don't know. Ilia is good too, man. He's strong. He's powerful. He's young. I don't know, man. That's gonna be one of those fights who gets caught slipping first,
Gotta go with my boy Max, man. I gotta go with my boy Matt,
I'm gonna go with Max, man. I think that Topuria, all his knockouts come from when he pushes people against the cage like he did Volkanovski. And I think that Max has too much output, you know what I mean, to be pushed back against the cage like that. And he can wrestle too, Topuria. So we'll see if he goes to his wrestling and whatnot. But I'm gonna go with Max Holloway.
I think Max is gonna take it. I know Ilia is really good. His boxing's crisp. He has good power, but Max has a hell of a chin, and he's great volume striker, good cardio. He's not going to get tired, so I think it's going to be a very good fight. But I think Max might pull out a decision.
Man, honestly, when I watch that, I feel like stylistically Max has a much better shot, and I know that sounds crazy because Topuria look like he's amazing. He looks like I've watched his fights and be like, man, I got to try to pick some of those pieces out of that because he does such a good job with his hands coming forward, hunting for the big punches, but still staying defensively sound and responsible. He's got good grappling. When I saw him fight, I think it was Ryan Hall, and he still shut down the grappling. He's got good wrestling, he's got good jiu-jitsu, he's got good everything. But I think when you want to come forward like that on a guy like Holloway, who's unless just their body shape is throwing me off, looks to have a significant reach advantage, who just had some success against another brawler at 55, a weight class above. Now you're going to fight a guy who's smaller and needs to come forward. I don't, maybe Topuria can get in there and take him down, but again, I haven't seen too many people take down Max Holloway, and I just think he's going to be able to stay on the outside and kind of spray him with shots, and if he doesn't catch him with something, I think he can still win a decision.
I think it's a super exciting fight, man. I'm really looking forward to that fight. Max, I grew up watching him, just an amazing fighter, huge role model to a bunch of people, and just amazing watching him get back in the run for a title. And then Ilia is just a dog, man, and he fought my teammate UC, and UC is probably the worst matchup for him in the UFC, I would say. So I can't wait to see Yusuf get up there in the rankings and hopefully get that fight again.
Who do you give the edge to in that fight? Do you think it's Holloway or Topuria gets it done?
Man, that's tough. That's a real tough one. I'm gonna say Holloway just because I love him, but I wouldn't be surprised if Ilia is the first person to knock him down.
I'm picking Holloway. Since I started watching Topuria fight, I thought Holloway would kind of be the perfect opponent to beat him. I thought Volkanovski too. I thought it was a little bit more of a toss-up because he's a little bit shorter and stockier, and he's going to stay in the pocket a little bit more too. But I thought just with the range and the boxing that Holloway has, again, same thing. If he moves his feet and stuff, I think he can outpoint him, and we'll probably see it go the distance. But yeah, pretty one-sided victory, I think, for Holloway.
Yeah, it's a very close fight, but I think Holloway gonna win the fight. I think Topuria's game, it's not a surprise for him. He already dealt with guys like that likes to come forward and go plant, step heavy and try to knock the guy out. So I think Holloway gonna outstrike him during 5 rounds and get the win by decision.
Okay, that's a banger. You say the best one for last. Yeah. Bro, Topuria is so good, man. He is so clean, so technical, and his hands are so good. But I think that, everybody believes Max Holloway is probably the best boxer in the UFC. I mean, his hands are insane. His cardio, the way he boxes, it's not just power shots, and he can take damage. I mean, he survived some crazy shots from Dustin Poirier. So I think Max will edge him out. I think it'll be a decision win. But I think he'll just, outpoint him, stay in motion, and Topuria just won't be able to really find him.
I got to go with Max Holloway. I'm a big Max Holloway fan. And
bro, I know a lot of people are hating me on this decision, but I love Max Holloway. Max Holloway, I've been watching him for a long time. I'm a huge fan. I love his style. I do some of the fighting similar to him, but yeah. I was for me, I just think Ilia brings a lot of bad, style matchup. Yeah, style matchup to Max Holloway's style. So, and I think Max is he's durable, but he's hittable as well. So I feel like Ilia, you don't want to be hittable with Ilia. I don't think that'll go well. So I'm going with Ilia in that fight.
Do you think he knocks him out? Because that's the one thing with Holloway, and I think a lot of Hawaiians, they're tough to knock out. He's never been knocked out before. He's been submitted, but never been knocked out.
I think I saw a meme or something. They're okay, the next stage, the last level is to knock out Max and Vettori. I was yeah, good luck with that. Good luck doing that for these guys. But yeah. I don't know, man. I can see it happening because I don't know if you see, Cheeto just got dropped for the first time against Figueiredo. So true. I was this year it's been a weird little changes in this year. So I can see him dropping him. I can see him dropping him.
Holloway gonna win this fight.
Oh, that is definitely a very tough one. Ilia's obviously got very good wrestling and he's got very good boxing, but I think again the range on Max and the volume that he puts out, I think he'll come out on top in that one.